How y'all doing this evening? This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Excuse me, I'm trying um to get this box out the way, but it won't come out the way. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep on talking. So how y'all doing today? How you doing? I'm here this evening. Excuse me, I'm bumping into stuff and um just thought I'd chime in. I wasn't able to chime in with you guys yesterday. It was a very long day for me, and also today was long, but I made it a point to step on in and say, "Hey, what's up?" So how's your Saturday? Um and I just wanted to do some evening chatting with you guys, some things that was on my mind today in regards to, man, a lot of things. First of all, let's just say I ran into a couple of good folks. Uh-oh, don't fall, baby, don't fall. Here we go. You know, this is not cute. Okay, let's hope that it don't fall on me. Okay, so I ran into a couple of folks I hadn't seen in a while today. And when I tell you it was a good thing, it was a good thing because it inspired me to, first of all, to get another holder for my situation right here. You know, I just gotta laugh. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The devil is a liar. You know what I'm saying? When you sitting up here trying to do something and now it didn't turned around, and I gotta turn back around and get y'all back around. Oh Lord, here we go. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Let's hope that we don't move. Anyway, I read it to some folks today, and it inspired me to really keep in touch with those more than I do. We have got to do that, let me tell you, because, you know, man, you just never know what people are going through. You never know what they're going through. And just to see your smile or get that little hug or whatever, it brings you back to a serious reality check about life and about friendship. And, you know, I'm a big advocate of reaching out to a friend just to say, hey, how you doing? Thought about you. What's going on? You know, I'm here, whatever. And of course, we all love to get that back, but I do it because it's just part of my persona. It's part of my heart. It's part of my loyalty. It's part of my commitment to those who matter and who care. And it so makes a difference because I think about even the things that I'm going through personally that a lot of people don't even know about, and they see this smile and they see these videos and this and that, but we all have our personal life struggles that we're dealing with and we're going through. And that's with our families, our life, our own personal situation, you know, our careers, our drive, our ambition, our, you know, man, our health, everything. We are all dealing with certain things. So it's good to just reach out and get together and, you know, just say, hey, how you? What's going on? And I think I talked about this before. The texting, you know, it has become such the norm now, and it's okay. It's okay to do that text thing when you have to, or when that's all you can do. But we got to do more. It's so much better to hear that voice, to hear a person's, you know, you can feel them through their voice. When you speak to someone, you can feel the mood, you can feel the happiness, you can feel joy, sadness, you can feel anxiety, you can feel all of that when you talk to someone personally. So we have got to do that a lot more. Now, one of the things I wanted to really kind of touch on this evening that kind of hit home with a lot of things is how it's so easy for us sometimes to take for granted those who are there for us or who care for us, and we just take for granted that they're going to keep on caring and they're going to keep on being there. No, that's not always the case. So we have got to do better with that. We have got to do better with stop taking folks for granted. Stop just assuming that, okay, they've done this, they're going to keep doing that, and I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got to say nothing about it. I ain't got to thank them. I ain't got to appreciate them. I ain't got to do anything nice back because that's just what they're going to do because they care about me. But no, we have got to stop doing that. We have got to stop. And as grown folks, I want to touch on another thing. Do you. Don't trip on what other people think or say about you doing you. If you want to get with someone that you've been wanting to get with, that you want to pursue, if you want to go back to school, if you want to change careers, if you want to party like it's 1999 every single night, that do you. And I admire that in people when they are at a point in their lives that they can just give a hoot about what other people got to say. You know what I'm saying? Um, some people allow, trying to get this lipstick right. Okay, I think I got a little crumb there. But anyway, some people allow others to dictate their direction or their lives or their path, and they start taking it personally. They start taking decisions that they've made personally. But no, it's not their life, it's not their journey, it's not them, it's you. You do you. And if anybody has anything to say about it, okay, I don't want to say it, but them, okay, them. That's what you do because it's nothing worse than changing who you are or trying to change who you are to appease somebody else. Hmm. To change who you are, trying to appease someone else. Let's think about that for a minute. Has there been a time when you changed the way you were thinking, or you changed the way you dressed, you changed the way you looked, you changed your whole direction because you was trying to make someone else happy? You know what I mean? They couldn't accept you for who you were, but you changed all of you to try to make them happy. And then guess what? In the midst of doing that, you end up not staying with them anyway. You change for them and then they end up getting ghosts on you. I mean, stop changing you. Look at you. Look closely. Stop changing you. You are, each one of you are uniquely different in so many ways. That's why you are you. There's no two people that are exactly alike. There may be some who have similarities, but they are not exactly alike. So you have got to hold on to who you are, your own self identity. Don't let nobody change that. Don't let them do it. Now let's talk about, I'm gonna be bouncing around a little bit, but let's talk about the situation where, you know, women and men who are in relationships or married to one another that still have them outside friends, and they still want to keep the outside friendships because they're genuine, they're loyal, they've been friends with them for a long time. So they don't want to give that up. And but your mate is not for it. Your mate is saying, I'm talking about friends of the opposite sex, not friends of the same sex. And sometimes people have um, issues with you having friends of the same sex that could be a very bad influence. I don't know if you want to call that control, trying to control you. Because, say, for instance, ladies, you have a girlfriend. Your girlfriend has always been uniquely who she is. You love her to death. She's always been, just, man, so fun. She's an extrovert. She loves the party. She drinks. She likes to have fun. She says what's on her mind. She's just this way out there chick. And you guys have been friends forever. And she kind of helped balance you because you're a little bit more reserved, but you love being with her because she brings out that side. So as time goes on, you get into a relationship or married to someone, and she's still single and she's still this fun, gregarious person. And your mate is just having such a horrible time dealing with the fact that you're hanging out with this crazy woman. But this crazy woman has been your friend for life. And then they want to tell you that you need to stop. You guys, I hear gun pops, firecrackers. I know we're getting close to the 4th of July, but it just not to get off track, but it just gets on my nerves when people are doing this so early and then certain times of the night. I'm not sure what time it is now, but I know it has to be about 9 o'clock ish my time. Yeah, somewhere around there. But anyway, so they want to try to control the fact that you have this friend that's way out there and they're going to be a negative influence on you and things that you do possibly. But you're your own woman. You're your own woman. Nobody can influence you to do anything you don't want to do. So this person you're with is not for you hanging with this person. What do you say about that? And vice versa, because some men have those homeboys that they need to just let go. You know what I'm saying? Pookie and them and Mookie and them and Rashad and Hashid and all the or whatever the names are. They are still trying to hang on to those cool little friendships when your life has changed and you're walking a different path. Perhaps you're no longer in the streets doing things you used to do with men and women, because women have been out in the streets doing some vicious things too. Perhaps you're no longer living that course. Your life has changed for the good, for the better, in a lot of ways, and now you have this blessed mate that you're now with, and you want to live righteously. You want to do things in a better light. So these particular friends that you used to hang out with is negative influences, but they're still your boys, they're still your girls, and you got love for them, but you just can't. Hanging with them would probably put a desire and taste in your mouth to maybe do some things that you are trying never to do again in life. So perhaps that's a reason why your mate is concerned and they are not for you hanging with those particular type of people. But do they have the right to dictate, to delegate, to opinionate who you hang out with? I mean, shouldn't they trust the fact that you are the man that you are and the woman that you are and make your own decisions and no one else could, influence you otherwise? Shouldn't they respect that unless you showed them differently? Say, for instance, if you started hanging with Pookie Mookie Nim or Shashisha and Takika or whatever the names are, you started hanging with them again and then you started changing, well, then that's something to talk about. Okay. But if that is not happening, do they really have the right to say who you should hang with, who you should unfriend, who you should get rid of forever? I mean, is that a control tactic? You know, and what makes them think that you're not strong enough to hold your own? Even though some of us are strong, but we're human too. And there is temptations and things that could pierce through you even when you think you're stronger than dynamite, that could pierce through you and have you doing and saying and embarking upon things that you normally naturally would not do, right? So does that fall under the umbrella of control? If you were in a relationship, if someone came to you and say, "Hey, I need you to stop seeing such a because they not cool. I don't like the way they get down. Y'all used to hang when you was back in the day or whatever, and that was all good. But now you with me. I'm not trying to cause any kind of issues in our relationship or our marriage, and you need to let that go." If they came to you like that, what would you say? What would you do? How would it make you feel? You know? And I believe in situations like that, I believe always that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And when your communication is right and tight and you communicate on a level that is cool, that is respectful, that is with the right timing and this and that, a lot of times a person can be more receptive to what you're saying. For real. They can be receptive to what you're saying because you're not coming off, excuse me, in a controlling type of way, a demanding type of way. You're coming off in a loving, concerned um, type of way. Dear, I value what we have and what we build in our relationship and our togetherness. And I don't want anything or anyone to come in between that and disrupt what we've built. And I understand you and your friend are very, very close and you guys have love for each other. However, I can see that being a potential issue moving forward. And I don't want to take the chance of it disrupting what we have. I mean, that's just one example, but you can come out in a way. Now, say for instance, you have the mate who has an opposite sex friend, someone that they grew up with. They've known each other since knee high. They've never had a relationship with one another. They just have been friends. They grew up. Your mothers knew each other, and you guys felt like you were family, and it was just this close friendship bond. And you don't ever want to see that end, no matter what, no matter who you're with, no matter who they end up being with. Now, certain times things can be understood when it's done correctly. Now, if you have a friend as such, and there's someone that's close to being a family member per se, and there's never been any intentions of relationships or anything like that. If you're married or you're with someone, your mate or your mate that you're with should be introduced and should know of this particular person. And there is boundaries. There's guidelines. There is, it's not no y'all hanging out all the time, them coming over to the house all the time, them calling all hours of the night. No, there is boundaries. And if it's a true friendship, they will respect the fact that you are in a relationship and your relationship will also be a part of that friendship too. If everything is laid on the table in that way, um, perhaps, perhaps. Some say that it's best to just, not have friendships of the opposite sex when you have gotten into a relationship. And some people have thrown away their friendships with the opposite sex when they have gotten in relationships, and then when their relationship ends, they try to go back to those friends, and those friends are like, "Girl, bye. Boy, bye. You didn't want to be friends with me when you was with such, so don't try to be friends with me now. I told you that wasn't gonna work anyway." you know you got that kind of situation. So it's a unique situation that's unique for each individual, and it depends on the dynamics, and it depends on how you present it, how you present this person, how you talk about it, how you deal with it. What are the barriers? What is the understanding? Because, mind you, there's been some who say that they've had friends, or that's cousin or Uncle Bob that comes out of the curtains somewhere down the line, and you ain't never heard of Uncle Bob or cousin whoever, and they surface, and that's really somebody that's not Uncle or cousin Bob. That's somebody that you know. So some people are out there to play those type of games, and you have to really be in tune and really be connected with the person that you're with to understand and to know that they're not playing those type of games with you. And then a lot of times people just don't even take the chance with that at all. So that's why they say, no, we I'm not having that. No, you don't need to be friends with the opposite sex. You don't need to be hanging out with Shanae anymore. You are now married. She is out there loosey goosey and woosey woosey and doing whatever she want to do, clapping all day long in any kind of way with whoever, and that may negatively influence you. Because mind you, as a couple, you are going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. Some days you're not going to like each other at all. You're just not going to like each other. Period. And what do you do when that happens? You know, you can't just run and hide and say, I'm done. You just have to find a way to deal with it and get through it. And that's just part of a relationship, right? Right. And let's just flip the script a little bit. Talk about some real grown stuff. Some stuff with um, you know, okay, you're with someone and they're very open. They're very open with their sexuality and things of that nature. They're very open, and they've had a past of doing a lot of risque stuff and everything. And even when you guys first got together, you were risque, and all of a sudden they want to add a little more risque into you guys' relationship that you have now. Hmm. Y'all know what I'm saying without me saying all that, right? So they want to all of a sudden they want to do a little bit more fun things together. They call fun things. So they ask you, well, um, not to say things aren't getting, not to say, dear, that things are getting boring with you, because I love you and I love how we do what we do. And um, I am here for the long haul. I don't want nobody with you. But I just thought that maybe we could add a little more excitement into our situation. So the mate is like, the girl is like, well, dear, what do you mean? What are you saying? I mean, I thought that we were doing exciting things. I mean, we have created excitement at times. I mean, we have brought it at times. I mean, I really thought that things was going great. Yeah, dear. They're going great. They're going great. But I just thought we should add a little bit more excitement. So what exactly do you have in mind, honey? Well, I just thought that perhaps we could ask a friend of mine to be a part of our situation. Like coming together with us, like all three of us together. Are you serious? Are you serious? Really? So you mean to tell me that you love me and all that, right? Yeah, you love me. You say, yeah, you love me. Right? Right? Oh yeah. Yeah, I love you, boo. But you love me. But you mean to say that you want to bring a friend into our little thing so we can have a triangle and it could be more exciting and more fun, you think? Well, hun, I'm just saying, it wouldn't hurt to try something new. I just had a thought, and because I know this friend and I know that they're well kept, they're clean, that they're they have morals, they have morals. Okay. So they have morals, and they would be a good fit, because then I kind of know what's going on with them, and then I want you to meet them so that you can know what's going on with them too. I thought perhaps we can all sit down and have like dinner, or brunch, lunch, or something like that, and we could just talk about it. They've seen pictures of you and everything, and they think you're so cute and all that, and they think you would just be the one to tangle with. But I just thought, dear, just kind of think about it. So, honey, you say that they have morals, they're your friend, and you want them to come on over and be a triangle with me and you. You know, I mean, and that's gonna bring us some excitement and fun into what we already have that I thought was exciting and fun, right? Right, dear. Right. You're getting it. You're getting it. I just want us to try it. Okay. Now, grown folks, help me out here. What the bleep is going on? What? Okay. He wants to bring more excitement into the situation, into their. Is that a triangle? Something like that. Yeah. He wants a triangle. Okay. So he wants to bring more fun into the situation. Um, bring his friend. Now, his friend is a woman. So he wants to bring another woman in with you, his woman, and you guys have some exciting fun. Now, you don't know if that friend he has been with before, or he ain't been with before, he's attracted to, or he just wants to see you rolling in the hay with another. All of a sudden, he wants to have a little bit of excitement with you and a friend. Hmm. Whoa. Now, you kind of just brushed it off like, okay, I think about it. Yeah, okay. And you really just thought it would just be flushed down the toilet and never come up again. But a week later, he brings it up again. Well, dear, you remember the conversation we had last week? Oh, yeah, 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 I remember. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, what about it? Well, I was just wondering because you said you wanted to think about it, or so I was wondering what was it that you came up with? Were you interested? Because you know that person they called me and they wanted to know if we could all just get together and talk, and I just wanted to know if you were down for that and what you thought. So then another little ding dong flag goes up in your head because you're like, why is why are they pushing this issue with wanting to bring this particular friend or a friend period in our little triangle? So you end up saying, well, you get curious. You get curious about it. Well, okay, okay, okay. Set it up. Just set it up. We'll sit down and talk, and I'll see what's going on with that. I'll see how I feel, how I'm vibing with it. Just set it up, dear. Oh, great, great, great. Well, I'm gonna give them a call. I'll give them a call a little later, and I'm gonna set something up. Will Saturday work? Saturday'll be just fine, dear. Okay, you don't hear nothing about it. No more. Another week come by. Oh, by the way, dear, I set up the situation for Saturday at 6 p.m. Can you be free? Oh, yeah, yeah. I hadn't heard you say anything else, but okay, okay. We could do this. And then now he set up the meet and greet with the three of you all together. You, him, and her. What is going on? So you go on and you meet and greet. Now you already got in your mind, ladies, that you probably don't want to go there, but you're just trying to go through with this, at least the meat part, to appease your man, right? I had to sip on that one. You go on and you do that just to be. Now, point. When you don't feel right about something and you don't want to do it and you don't want to go through it and it's not feeling fuzzy with you from the gate, leave it at the gate. Just leave it there. Because now what happens is they have the dinner, they having their food, they're having their drinks, everything's going really gravy, it's cool, and all of a sudden the big question comes out. Well, when are we gonna plan this little fun experience, ladies? And it's him, all glowy like a glow bobby ball, just wanting to know, right? And the other lady is like, "Oh wow, yeah, I'm ready. You guys just say the word. I mean, I think we're all clicking here. Everything is going gravy." She's like, "Oh man, she's just so hot, and me and you, we go way back, and oh God, this is, can't wait, can't wait. Oh boy, she excited." And so you're like, well, oh, I'm kind of busy with work, Well, how soon was you guys talking? Well, we can set something up as soon as 2 weeks from now, dear. Give you a chance to hook up all your stuff and do what you gotta do 2 weeks from now. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Perhaps, I mean, if that's what you want, we can try it. Now, big, big bang, bang, bang. First of all, he put her on the spot to make a decision in front of this other person. First of all. Second, she went on and made the decision in front of the other person, following his lead. Bad move. He shouldn't have never put her on the spot like that. He should have just politely said, "Okay, dinner's nice, drinks nice. I'm glad you guys had a chance to meet and everybody. I think everything went cool. Um, Jezebel, we're gonna get back with you as soon as me and my wife or me and my girl have a little talk. We gonna talk it over and look to hear from me probably in a couple of days." That would have been a good way to put it. But he's so excited and so ready to get all in the midst of doing this and wanting to coax her into doing it too, that he just bam, 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 bam. And so if she had a said no, she would have felt like she wasn't really in his corner like she was supposed to be. The other person would have witnessed that. She would have felt bad. He probably would have said something to make her feel worse. It just would have been a whole bloom, 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 bloom. Never compromise how you feel about something. If you feel strongly about not doing it, don't do it. If you feel strongly about doing it, do it. Bottom line. Um, Communication. When it's something sensitive and it's something very important that you need to discuss with your mate, that's who you discuss it with your mate. Then you bring it back to the table if it's a situation like this or similar. I, mm, I can't. Hmm. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I didn't even do that. I did that on the show. drinking out of these little shot glasses, and it's a way that you drink out of this little drink to make it not spill all over you like that. Fat girl. So anyway, um, what I was trying to say is this is I just can't understand. I can't understand why one would do it in this fashion to bring to his mate and make it sound like we can have more fun and we can do this and that. And what's going to make us have more fun is the fact that you bring somebody else in the picture. Are you serious? They know I'm doing a video. Somebody probably calling me saying, how come you spill that stuff like that on your mouth? You know you should. I didn't do it on purpose. So anyway, so the to make it seem like it would make our thing the bomb if we brought another person would be offensive, kind of, sort of, because it would make it look like, well, it must really be all bad then, because you thinking it's going to take enough, instead of us coming together and trying to creatively, come together and make some things happen that'll make it fun for us as a couple. You want to throw somebody else in there? Cash flow, I see you laughing at me. Stop it. Stop it. But you want to throw somebody else in the middle of the situation so we can have some fun. That's scary. I think I would have probably been like, we need to talk. Can we talk about, But then you have, what's so cool about the talk thing is there is a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot of, but some men just don't like to talk. They don't like to talk about stuff. They just like it to make a point, get to the point, and be done with the point. Women, we like to go into it. We want to talk about it. We want to dissect it. We want to sit down and, try to figure it out. We want to read it. We want to, you know, whatever we got to do to it. We want to do it all. That's just how we want to do it. And if we don't express how we feel about something with talking, then we're not going to feel good inside about it because we got this stuff bottled up. We got it bottled up. And then you try to talk to your dude, and he's like, I don't want to. Dear, do you want to do it or not? Do you want to complete our triangle so we can have some fun or not? And he kind of puts you in a situation. Then, if you don't want to complete the triangle, it kind of make you feel guilty, like, oh, he's gonna find somebody else to complete the triangle, right? What is going on out here with these relationships and this commitment and this loyalty with some? I don't get it. Because if someone really loves you and you're loving on each other, it's about you and that person. It's not about you needing others to help complete your love. It's not about you needing others to validate what's going on here. There's so many things. There's books, there's research you can do. You can Google anything nowadays. There's so many things you can do to try to enhance your situation in your clap in your situation. It's other things you can do. So why is it that one has to think about or want to throw somebody else in the middle of it to enhance things? And who is it actually enhancing it for? Is it enhancing it for you? Or is it enhancing it for her? Is it enhancing it for y'all? What is it actually doing here? Because some of the stories I've heard is that it becomes a big complication sometimes. You got a mess sometimes because no matter how hot and sizzling things get, the hotter it gets, the more of the complication. Because you either have a situation where your triangle, is that a triangle, y'all? Your triangle is going to become, anyway, it's going to become a little box. And it's going to be just the two of who? Either those two or y'all two or something. But it's going to be all messed up. Okay? Because folks is going to want to get back with it, and you got a whole nother situation. So when it comes to, especially in marriage, you become one. It's you and your mate. You guys are one. That does not include a third or fourth or fifth or sixth leg. It's you and your mate. When you took those vows and made that commitment, you made it for life till death do you part with the same person in every aspect. In every aspect. So that marriage thing is a very big serious commitment, and you got to make sure you're ready to take that plunge. If you're dating someone and you're in a relationship, you've also made a commitment to them, to be loyal to them, to be with them, to only see them, to just be you. You have, and some people may say, now let's switch this, because some say when you're dating, or nowadays I don't think it's called dating. I think when you're in a relationship with someone but you're not married, some will consider that still to be single because you have not committed in a marital way. So you're still kind of, you're not out there looking and lurking for somebody else, but you're kind of still on the market. I like to talk about that on my next segment if I remember to do so. That is, yeah, it depends on how you look at it, because this person has not made a life commitment to you. You guys have just decided that you're going to be dealing with one another. Don't destroy your relation bringing that up. It never works on a second date update. Okay. Cash flow, that's right. It will destroy your relationship. It will. Bringing something like that to the table, bringing it right there up close and personal, throwing it out there, it's going to destroy it one way or another. It really will. And I always go back to think in terms of that movie, The $1 Million Proposal, with Demi Moore and Robert Redford, I think. Um, when $10,000 was offered, $1 million was offered to the husband to have one night date with his wife, and the husband went on with it, tried to stop it, but was too late. And from that point on, his life changed dramatically after the fact that his wife had been with another man. And I don't care how you slice it and dice it, what you say, what you want, what you feel, what you think may not gonna happen, money, whatever it is. When you have allowed someone to come in the midst of you and yours, personally, I don't think it ever ends up being the same. It doesn't, because at some point it's going to come up. It's going to bug you. It's going to make you wonder. If that person starts to act a certain way, you're going to feel as though they're thinking about this other person. It must have been better than you. They must have did some things to them and with them that you haven't even reached that plateau. You're going to have those kind of thoughts. If they have a bad day that has nothing to do with you, you're going to claim it's because of that person they were with. It changes things. So, therefore, to present something or to accept something, because money can't buy love. Money can't buy everything. Money comes and money goes. But when you genuinely have someone that loves you, that's loyal to you, that's committed to you, that's a life partner with you, that could be everlasting and forever. So don't do anything to take a chance to disrupt that, to change that. So from the beginning with with this scenario, what the lady should have did is when she was feeling that this was really not for her to do, she should have put her foot down and told him, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not into that. I don't want to share you. I don't want no other woman to have you. I'm not doing it. She should have laid the law down. Now, whatever he would have went on and did outside of her laying that law down, that would have been his hell to deal with. And if she found out about it, that would have been her exit stage right ticket to say, okay, bye bye. Bye bye, boo. Bye. I gotta go. You committed everything, including adultery, and I'm done with you. So it's a personal thing. This is a grown folk topic. I hope that has helped someone go, think about some things. This is Saturday night. This is your hostess with the mostest. And I had to come by here and just sprinkle y'all with a little bit of something, on a Saturday night. I will see you all tomorrow for the Grown Folk Talk Show. 7 p.m. YouTube Live. We will be here for you with some talk. I also start a Zoom around 6:30. If any of you are interested in being a part of that, let me know and I'll share that link with you. Otherwise, I will see you here live 7 p.m. And I want you to know that the best gift you can give yourself is loving yourself. Do not allow anyone to take you away from your zone of thought, your course of action, and any type of hurdle that you're trying to get over, under, or around. Let no one take you off course for that. And it starts with loving you. If your mindset is to not do something, don't do it. If your mindset is to do it, do it. And reach out to those that you haven't been in touch with. It's very important. Reach out, text, email, call. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know you're there for them. In whatever capacity, you are there for them. It's very important. We don't know what people are going through. They don't know what you're going through unless you keep that connection. You guys have a great evening. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. See you soon. As soon as I can click off here, y'all. Bye. I always have an issue